Stream open here. There we go. There you go. You can see me there. Alrighty. So yeah, got a fun one today. Again, we might have some guests showing up. I do have my window open in the apartment, so you might hear some people walking by or doing what have you. Got to circulate the air. You know what I mean? So yeah, the plan today. I'm gonna warm up by doing a new pose for my comic Argybots. If you've not read the comic uses a lot of pre-made assets, and I just kind of like remix them constantly to do a comic a couple of times a week. After that, I've got a commission I'm going to be working on. So I'm going to go ahead and start working on some stuff. As people come in to chat, I will periodically check and see what's going on. Pause to answer questions and everything like that. But yeah, hey, welcome. Thanks for watching. I really enjoyed the feedback I got on the first recorded version. Recording this one now, so yeah, let's just go ahead and get into it then, shall we? So what I have here is I have this document that I use all the time. This is Argybots Assets, and it's kind of a consistent document that I use for designing Argybot stuff. It has some like pre-baked layers, some filter instructions, so I get that consistent kind of paper craft look. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to do another asset of Green at his little news desk, because I'm really enjoying doing comics that feature that. I think it can almost... I was a big fan of like Weekend Update, specifically when it was like Norm Macdonald who was doing it. And I kind of like the vibe of that. And I've been doing these little Argybots comics with Green as like a pundit or whatever in his little thing. So I'm going to go ahead and create some more of those. And I'm going to go ahead and do a new pose. So let's get the... And one of the things that I like about Argybots is I don't have to be terribly consistent with it. I'd be just like consistent enough. So the little bit of jank here and there, I really like. So I'm going to go ahead and hide him there. So there, I've got his desk. Let me see. Yeah, about midway point for his chair. I think the last time I did one of these, I forgot to do the second color layer on the chair there. So anyway, so yeah, got him at his desk. I think him having a tablet to read from would be a good idea. So I'm just going to go ahead and start sketching that idea out. And Green's one of my favorite characters to draw. I love this little jackass robot. So got him punched over. Again, very, very loose, janky, especially because I'll be redrawing over it. But there we go. So got him. Okay, let me see what I can do here. Oh, it looks like my good friend Kevin is in here. Kevin, this is for the YouTube folk. Kevin, you know who you are, but I wanted to point out that you do a wonderful fiction series called The Errant Apprentice, and it can be read in a number of locations. I will probably upload a link to it in the YouTube notes or whatever it is. That way people can check out the website of the character that I'll be drawing. So as far as his tablet goes, I think right about there would work. That works. You know, and it's a simple little pose here, but I think it can be very, very useful because it looks like he's reading something. Actually, let me clean this up a little bit. Yeah. And oh yeah, you do you, man. Thank you for coming in. I should also note that I've known Kevin for like 25 years, so we go way back. So, okay, that'll work. Go ahead and set that to. That'll work. Oh, what are you doing? All right, so I've got my rough sketch there. I'm gonna go ahead and do a color overlay of it just so it's consistent. Eesh. There we go. Cool. All right, now I get to draw the character out, do the color and everything like that. And like, yeah, definitely. Like, I've been doing these ones where he's at the desk. It feels like he should have one where he's like reading something. You know, he can like talk about whatever. There we go. Let's see. So I've been periodically responding to questions from Kevin, but I don't know if he has sound on because he's watching this from work. So I could just be like talking to him and he's not getting any of it, but that's fine. Okay, you know what? Let's fill that in. There we go. And the thing is, like, some of these panels get a little more like free-handed. You'll also notice that like the lines are all messy and stuff. You'll see how I create these panels, and like you'll see why it doesn't matter if the line is janky or overly thick or what have you. Okay. There we go. And it's not the worst thing in the world. These characters look a little bit inconsistent. If you have read the comic, you've seen that like it's supposed to look a little bit hurried and they all look a little bit misshapen to a degree. It's definitely an aesthetic choice. That's fine. It's fine. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the top of his body here. Okay. So let's reduce the line smoothing. There we go. Cool. And then I draw over stuff because, like I showed last time, I just delete overlapping lines that I don't need. Oh yeah, that was a fun one. Yeah, sorry. Kevin was just talking about a picture that he drew of red and green. Oh, okay, sorry. Go ahead and get his shoulder cuff going here. Oh, I am on the wrong tool. There we go. So what I'll do is I'll go in there, delete those, don't need them. Ah, those are too big. No, they're right. They're right. It's okay. Sure, if I looked at the reference. Ah, no, they're too big. Okay. There we go. That feels better. Okay. All right, got him there. I think about 3 of these will work. And then I can use a thicker line to edge out there. There we go. There we go. And let's get the other arm. All right, now let's get his neck. There we go. Cool. All right. Select the entire thing. Set the font to black, or color to black for now. Open up my image reference. Okay, so usually I do line art and colors on a separate layer. Wrong spot. I don't do that with these. I will just literally like select the lines and start coloring them on the same layer as these illustrations. Oh shit! Yeah, I forgot his. Okay, yeah, that worked. All right. Okay, that looks to be the mid-range value on that one. Other way. Cool. Alrighty, let me reset all my colors here. Okay. You know what? I think that's a little too leaning into brown there. Let's see. Okay, yeah. Coloration looks better that way. Yeah, and this is what I do for fun. Okay. Got his arm cuffs. Tablet would be a blackish, grayish, bluish. There we go. Got the green here that I can put his eyes. Got the white for his mouth plate. Oh yeah, that's not nearly dark enough. There we go, better. Yellow for his eyes. God, that is not dark enough, is it? I keep selecting the wrong spots. Okay, better. That should be good. Yeah, no, you're right, a bender plate. Okay, cool. So now I can go ahead and start finishing this one up. Get rid of all the reference stuff here. Oh, no. Still need one more thing. I think this is it. Keep using the wrong selection tool, I've noticed. Okay, cool. So I'll just go ahead and grab the art and start. See, needs to be a little darker. That'll work. Takes care of that. Alrighty. Got the probably get rid of the smoothing there. There we go. Ah, shit. Okay. Fixed it. Ah. That's the hard part about doing it this way is sometimes it'll just be those little gaps. I gotta figure them out. Cool. This. Cool. Like this, like this. So the idea is I kind of like do it turns it into lineless art, essentially. And then I go in and I add in like the little features that make it look like shaded and stuff. So all right. And then I can also make little line adjustments after it's all blocked out. Like so. So. All right, so now we have that little issue where, like, if I were to make this the same color green like I'm doing everything else, all that would blend in. So that's where the other line colors come in. So I will go ahead and find the overlapping that I'm looking for. Alrighty. And there we go. Alrighty. Fix this up right here. And use the cut of the line. Let's get the desk. So, hey. Cool. All right, so that needs to be darker. Let's go to my other references. darkest line possible. Nope. Nope. All right, here's where I can start going in and like defining some stuff. So for example, I don't like how thick that line looks that separates right there. So I can go in there and start carving it up a little bit. There we go. Same situation here. Maybe I took off a little too much. There we go. Fix that. So that slightly, apply some depth, green. Cool. So yeah, that's how it looks right now. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and find spots where shading would be, putting shading in quotes here, but things to kind of divide up and imply some depth. So one example of how I do this is I put slight shadows. So going like this, creates a little bit of an illusion of depth. So something that I have been thinking about is maybe moving into playing some games and streaming. And my thought was using green as my stream avatar for that stuff. Oh, jump scare. Sorry. Jumped ahead. Okay. Yeah. Give him a little depth here. All right. Same situation here. Give it a light little shadow. And I really try to go for like minimal colors, so all the shadows are like, you know, same thing as the armbands here, right? Same situation here. Okay. Still feels like that green is a little. Let me go to my other one here just to check. Yeah, it feels better. Just do that. Then, and we're almost through. Alrighty. Throw some shadow on here. Oh, I fucked that one up. Okay. Let's fix that. That's better. No, I'm going to keep that one because get the shading going on his torso here. And it's funny with how janky the characters look. There's actually like a lot of work that goes into, you know, making them look janky. All right, let's get that little bit of a darker line going there. Cool. Do I have anything I gotta do elsewhere? No, looks like that's good. So then I do the process of getting the overlay going. All right, this is 15% shade for the paper depth, and then 4% opacity for halftone texture. So in order to give them that kind of like printed look, those are the settings I've arrived at and I've been using for the comic this entire time. Pixelate, color halftone, and set that to 4%. Okay, so then I will merge layer, image, trim, file, split ping, let's go to RGBots folder, assets, and this is green desk 8. Cool. Alrighty. So then if I were to use this in a panel, first of all, I grab it. I'm going to pull up the panel template. So there was the last one I did, or one of the last ones I did. So I would do, pull them into here, into the specific layer with the setting that I have, and then place them where I need to. Notice that he's got that little gap there. So all I do is I fill in that gap with that. And that's what gives them that sticker look. So then I go to export, RGBots, panels, sort through all the panels. Let's see, desk 6, desk smug. We'll call this desk 7. And that's how an RGBots panel gets made. Okay, with that said, all right, I think I'm sufficiently warmed up now. All right, be prepared for a jump scare. Ah! There we go. So this is a royalty-free image from Pose Maniacs. It is a reference website that I use all the time. I could draw the pose naturally, but sometimes it's better just to have a reference and kind of like copy over it and adjust as you need to. So I'm going to be drawing one of Kevin's characters, actually. So thing is that they are a goblin, so their proportions are going to be a little wonkier. Little more, I don't know, like stubby, I guess. So I'm kind of gonna just kind of trace over, figure out the general flow of how I want the pose to work, and then I will adjust from there. Every artist does this. That's why they make references. You're not a bad person for doing stuff like this. I know there are people who are going to be like, oh no, he's tracing. Every fucking artist traces. That's just how it is. The trick is to be ethical about it. And again, I'm just getting a basic idea down. And then I will be moving on to adjusting it on my own. So Like, for example, I think I'm going to change the way the feet are positioned. Yes, short stack, Kevin. They are short stacks. I don't know what I'm doing with the head yet, or what the head's proportion is going to be compared to the rest of the body yet. So I'll just do that. I think I want to pull the left arm inside between the legs. Get your mind out of the gutter. She's not doing anything. She's just posing. But something like that. All right. And then as for the other arm, I think I might have it where she's kind of doing a little thing. So now I got to figure out how all that works. All righty. So now I can start adjusting. I don't think her legs are going to be so long. I think, to me, it's a shorter torso. It just, again, stubby. That's what I'm looking at here, is stubby. So I'm going to go ahead and pull some stuff this way. Just the torso a little bit. And like, this is going to look like mess. Just trust the process, right? This looks horrible. It's going to be like a stitching of a bunch of different stuff, but there is a method to the madness. All right, so yeah. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and change that out. I'm going to have that leg further back. Oh. Yeah, that's right, Kevin. Thank you for letting me know. I'm going to 3 fingers and a thumb. Got it. One, two, 3. I don't know why I keep drawing over that. Like, it's going to end up looking like a blob, but there's enough for me to differentiate. All right, let me go ahead and get some bandy references. I just got to pop into Discord real quick to grab the pictures. All righty. Double check. There's a bunch of them. All right, we'll use this one. All right. Image reference away. It's over. Let's multiply. Call this ref. Alrighty, so I'm going to get rid of that original reference, adjust this down to like 25%, and then start refining a little bit. See, I'd say like her head comparatively is larger than a human's head on their respective torso. So got ears. Got those small noses. Start there for now. Okay. Yeah, I feel like the head here is in proportion. Let's get the back of the head a little more fleshed out. And she's got that buzz cut that goes around. I will go ahead and start with that. And then she's got her little punk do. I use a different color for that. Now, I need to go back into my references real quick to double check that it's not a... Well, I mean, I do have Kevin here. Kevin, could you let me know, is it like buzzed on both sides and this is like a mohawk that kind of flops over? Or what, or is it like a side cut? Yes, he's figuring out how to answer me on that one. Yeah, my thought is like it's kind of like a mohawk kind of thing, but all right. So I didn't get much instruction beyond like draw bandy, so I have to figure out like what I'm doing with this. Okay, buzz under both sides. Perfect. Alrighty. So let's grab this green here. So at the base of my hairline there. Now she's got that little swoop. Bring it over. That. There we go. I'm not fully committed to the facial features yet. I'm just kind of mapping out some ideas. Kevin's drawing. She has nice full lips. So I'm definitely going to lean in that direction, I think. Yeah, I think she needs a bigger smile here, so something a little more exaggerated. She's got sharp teeth. Does have earrings, and yeah, and that's kind of like a mohawk that comes down. Okay, cool. All right, so and that's what this drawing process is like. It's just a lot of like figuring out stuff as I go. But I think it's nice to be able to like see how it works. Yeah, not happy with the facial features yet. We'll come back to them. Make sure that I'm satisfied with this other stuff. Delete a couple of lines here and there to clean as I go. All right. Got the middle finger going. Okay, so that's 3 fingers and a thumb. And if you see me going over a lot of the same lines over and over again, it's just what I do, what I'm thinking. Not sure how I'm going to approach the next part, so I will just kind of like doodle, figure it out. I'll try to refine just to keep myself busy, because if I stop drawing, I might like get distracted, or I feel like I lose my I guess you would call it flow. So cool. Right. So if I'm recalling correctly from Kevin's books, Bandy goes into modeling, I think. He's away from the stream right now because he's dealing with customers, so I'll ask him later when he comes back. But yeah, I believe she is a model, so I'm thinking maybe something where she's kind of posing, like maybe like Dukes of Hazzard style, Daisy Dukes and everything. If that's before your time, I ended up watching a lot of those reruns when I was a kid. Kevin would definitely know what I'm talking about. So we'll see. Again, I do appreciate Kevin being here. Eventually, as more of us kind of like start showing up to these things, it'll be a much fuller crowd. For those of you who are catching this on YouTube, I hope you're enjoying seeing the process. Oh, okay, yeah. So she mostly posed for a guy, but like, okay, alrighty, cool. Yeah, I think kind of pulling a Dukes of Hazzard thing would be kind of fun with her. Alrighty, I think I'm going to readjust the leg here. Great. Do a little bit more of an overlap. There we go. Oh, man, that guy was a fan of. Okay. So yeah, maybe he's a fan of Dukes of Hazzard. Like, you know what? Let's do this. It's like, okay. So I believe it's 3. It's 4 toes. Little bonus for the foot people here. You know who you are. I got 2, 3, 4. Oh, better save this. It would be a good idea to save. Alrighty, so just to be on the safe side, I will do this part on a new layer. If it looks okay, then I will merge it in, clean it up, but I want to make sure that I'm not. Okay, cool. Alright, gonna go. No, not too dark. Let's go to green. And going over like that. Like so. I go to the layer below. Yeah, I'm thinking that's looking okay. How are we doing so far? Let me keep the undercut layer there. So all right. Do you need to make a reference search real quick? Let me do that. Alrighty. Yeah, here we go. That'll work. All right. Another image reference coming in. Shrink this reference a bit more. Same thing. Daisy up here. Together. Lock them. Oh, cool. Alrighty. So we got the tied shirt with the pattern. I will figure that out. And the cut off jean shorts. So, you know what? I think it's about time to consolidate a little bit. Okay. Start getting that. Alrighty. Feel like that's probably. Yeah. Okay, that'll work. And the idea is short shorts. All right. Got belt loops there. Got the fringe. Yeah, no, that's too close there. I think the hand kind of covers it up a little bit, but I can maybe do like a little bit of a fringe there to. Okay. I don't know if she really had pockets on the show. The shorts are awfully tight. I think maybe they're like the outlines of the pockets. Yeah. And got their hips right there. Cool. Tighten up that shoulder space. Button. Okay, I'm seeing the vision here. Not going to see much in the way of arm details, but I can at least throw in some folds. Just a lot of the stuff in the outfit is covered up by the pose, so hopefully it's clear what this is supposed to be. Just got a little bit of that. I think that'll work. Cool. Alrighty, where am I now? Go ahead and throw the cleavage in there. Cool. Alrighty, now I can start working on the face and making sure I'm happy with where it's going. So. Big white eyes. Move the nose up a little bit here. Yeah. These are extra big. And I think Bandy's got like all sharp teeth. Let me double check my references again. Yeah, she's got sharp teeth. I don't know. I call them like vor teeth. Having been on the internet a long time, there's a certain type of like genre of furry art that involves very sharp teeth, and Bandy's teeth kind of give me that vibe. Cool. Alrighty. Yeah, bear trap mouth. That's a good one. I mean, though technically, those furry pictures could also be considered bear trap mouths. She's got the. I do like that she has kind of like a little curl to her smile there. I think the trick is to like so. That. I'm gonna fix the upper lips there. Yep. There we go. Feels good. Just got it. All right, and then I think let's get some claws going. Bit. Same situation here. So, 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 and so. That, like that, like that, like that. Sure. That's dramatic. Okay, I think sketch-wise we're there. So we multiply 45. That'll work. Sketch. Then I'm going to create my layer style for inking, which means I can fill this with blue, set it to color mode. Fill to 60, that'll work. Blow up the art here a little bit. Okay, cool. Lock that. Image size. 300. 3,500. Okay, so now I will go ahead and turn off the reference layers and I will start inking. Smoothing. Got some long curved lines, so I'm going to go ahead and go on to smoothing for a few. Usually do my lines a little bit thicker, so there we go. This way. Yeah, it's looking pretty good so far. Let's go ahead and get her hips like so. So it gets like real easy for me to like get zoned out on working on stuff like this. So if I don't talk, it's because I'm like almost in like a meditative state, if that makes sense. Let's adjust that now to 5. Right, so alrighty. collarbone. So all right, switch to a different color. So that's so no, it's not working there. So yeah, I think that's one of the things that I like most about art is like there's certain points where I can just shut off my brain. Like I'll have music going, have a cold drink next to me, or if it's in the morning or in the later at night, I have like a nice hot cup of coffee and just kind of vibe out. Let's get the fringe here. Oof, that was a mess. Better. Okay, let's see if there's anything that's deleted. Okay, that intersecting line is gone. Nope. Cool. Let's get the shirt handled there. Okay, let's get the other arm going. Comes over. Cool. Yeah, so that's why I ink with like so many different colors because I can just go in there and just bop, delete them. That works. Cool. All right, now let's go ahead and get the cuffing of the pulled up shirt up the elbow. Okay, I think that curve's good. It's the curve up here that I'm worried about. Go like so, to exaggerate that a little bit, and then something like that. All right, let's make sure. And here's locked in. That'll work. Okay, let's get the fringe going on here. I might be able to get this done within the 2 hours. No promises, but I have a good feeling about this one. I feel like this one's going pretty smooth. Okay, so let's get rid of those tangents there. Cool. Alrighty, so now I can throw a thicker line on that backside to indicate that it is thicker on the butt. Yeah. There we go. Okay. There we go. Usually I do the thought. Usually when it comes to like shapes and faces and stuff, I usually do the thicker line on the jaw. I think that's the thing like everyone does if they are particularly using lines to show weight. But I'm just very particular about that myself. Heads up, you might hear my cat in the background. All right. Blue. Yeah, I'm gonna. You know what? No, I am not gonna fill in that shadow yet. Trying something new. And try something new. Yes, indeed. Goblin badonkadonk. Let's go ahead and kneecap. So let's get the earring comes around. So there we go. You know what? I think there needs to be a little bit more sharpness to this. Let's put that over. That'll work. Alrighty. Back of her head. She does have hair that runs down the back. Not exactly it is. Okay. Cool. Alrighty. First things first. So, fix that. So, you know, and that's the problem with like inking the way I do, is that like I put in the detail of the ear that I didn't really need, so I have to like delete stuff I spent time drawing, but I think it's more about having the stuff in place so everything feels connected to me. I don't know. So back tuft right there. Alrighty. You know, I don't promise any great insights from these streams. You know, just kind of showing how I do things. You know, and you know, hopefully you learn something from it. If not, that's cool too. Okay, it looks like 4 lashes on the eyes. So go ahead and 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. Get the curve there. There we go. Okay, she does have eyebrow piercings. Let me see where those are at. Oh, okay, there we go. Sorry, I accidentally messed with my little ping tuber there. So it looks like it's just the one eyebrow. Okay, cool. So, draw like so. And for those of you who watch the stream on YouTube after the fact, tell me how your Friday went. I'm curious. You know, was it productive? Was it a good day? Was it a crap day? Let me know. Alrighty. Yeah, other eye is too small. So fix it. There we go. That feels better. Okay. Hey, this is working. Awesome. All right, let's get the toes and the nails down. If you're watching this and you do artwork, tell me, has anyone ever hired you to draw foot fetish art? I can tell you that I have. Not hired anyone, I've been hired to draw foot fetish art. It pays pretty well. That. Excuse me for one moment. My cat wants food. I'm going to go ahead and feed her real quick. I will be right back. And we're back. Again, sorry, cat was demanding their treat, so I made sure I took care of that. Last thing I need is an upset cat. Okay. Let's go ahead and get the claws going here. So I'm enjoying the Friday streams. There's a very strong possibility that I might just be doing some like other random like one-off ones. So, keep an eye on social media. The plan is to eventually start doing writing streams because, it seems like it'd be kind of boring to watch someone write, but like I find it fascinating. Watch the agony of someone trying to figure out like what the right word is, clear up typos, read the paragraph, add stuff. Also, all the real-time editing that I do. So it's like I'm writing a chapter and I'm editing it as I go. And it's like, oh, this entire thing needs to be moved elsewhere in the chapter. And that sort of thing, and take entire swaths of text and move them around. I don't know. I find it interesting. I thought it'd be kind of cool, like, oh, live reading sounds interesting. Thank you, Kevin. Maybe. Thought maybe it'd be fun to have a couple people on and doing writing simultaneously and going back and forth and reading and writing and like, hey, every time you make a spelling error, take a shot or something like that. Well, figure something out. Mostly the reason I've been doing this, streaming thing is gives me a dedicated time to where it's like, no, I've got to get up and I've got to do this. Keeps me honest. Because I am at that age now where, like, I will just, like, fall asleep on the couch watching something and end up taking a whole ass nap. And I'll tell you what, it's a lot easier to do that than to work on stuff. So, mostly using this as an excuse to... Okay, so it looks like those fingers on the right hand feel a little nubby. So I think I've got a way to fix this. Anyway, my thought before I got heavily distracted here was, yeah, it gives me motivation, and that's a thing that, like, I find myself needing more and more of. You know, because it's tough out there, right? I mean, I'm sure most of us are working multiple jobs and stuff like that, and, you know, when you get home or you have a day off, you're just tired. You know? So after all, why not nap? But yeah, so... Okay, that feels much better. Of course, this one needs to be adjusted a little bit. So... Okay, I think this will clean this up. Eesh, that did not. Right. All right, now let me go ahead and change the line art color. Hey, perfect. All righty. Select inverse. She is mostly green, so mostly green fill we go. Cool. There. Base. Cool. Alrighty. Purple. Okay. Feels like it's just me remarking on Kevin's color choices here. These colors feel very, very close hexadecimally to Dash's colors. Dash being one of my characters. I'm curious. I kind of want to check on that. It'd be interesting if they were similar in that regard. Just got kind of like brownish eyes there. That's right. I want the eyes to pop a little more so I'm going to lighten them. So she has lighter teeth, but I want to just put a little tinge of yellow to them. I don't think goblins should have pearly whites, but like Kevin, let me know if you're like, no. Right? Actually, you know what? Now I'm dying to know. Alrighty. Cosmic Dash. Concept. Cool. I'm dying to know now, so. Okay, yeah, no, definitely not. Dashes is more saturated towards blue. And then his green is a little more vibrant. Okay, no, I was curious about that. Dark red. Okay. All right. So she's got a red flannel look here. I figure I'm going to do the flannel. Oh. Blue should probably be a lighter blue. Alrighty. Okay. Let me get rid of some of the areas that were filled in that are not supposed to be filled in here. Now, I hate that like Adobe added this little pop-up thing when you're on the tool and it like gets in the way. It's like, oh yeah, no, it's super helpful, especially when it's in the way. Okay, so see, I forgot to delete a line there, but it is an easy fix once I have the color figured out. Check this out. I can just go to the line art layer and haha. Okay. While I'm at it, let me figure out what color inside shade should be here. This feels about right. Okay, fill that in. Fill that in. Perfect. Hey, looking good. Oh, one of your co-workers were talking about that? Was it Mike? Okay, so she's got them brown there, but let's go ahead and do. No. Let's go red. Oh, yeah, see, again, you forget to color in the, or you get to get rid of the clips and like, okay. But again, easy fix. So the first thing I'm going to do, go in there, fill, 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 fill. Here. And then one of the things that I do, because I set the line art layer to be pixel locked so I can color, that allows me to like refine shapes. Oh, okay, yeah. Someone looking at one of your drawings on Reddit. Got it. Well, hell yeah. Got this light blue here. It's like so. Just go ahead and fringe here. Should be a simple fill. There we go. Easy fringe. And again. So. Okay, all right. I think I'm going to try to take a shortcut here. Let me go into my textures and see what I got. Let's see. Images. Where are my textures at? Images. Textures. Do I have... Okay, there we go. Well... Cool. Cool. Layer. Layer. Think about doing that thing where they just have like a texture overlay. Like don't even match the flow of the garment, but it gives the illusion of having kind of texture. Select inverse. There we go. I like it. Alrighty, start doing some colored line art stuff. So. Oh. Lock that shit. Cool. Alrighty. Darker. So. Yeah, I've been doing this like coloring of the line art this way for a very long time. It's also why it took so long to do Cosmic Dash when I was doing the comic, because it's time consuming. It really is. Right. Okay. Alright, let's have fun with that. Yeah, so the really dark line art on the outside, and then on the inside, it's always like, well, not always, but you have the lighter colors. Yeah, I think it looks good, but going through and coloring all these lines, right? Like case in point, it's great for cleavage. I guess the reason why I like it is because when these colored lines are in here, it makes the thing feel softer. Okay. Just go ahead and get in there and get the teeth going. You know what? There we go. With them kind of like popping out like that. There we go. Bottom lip. So. That one pixel keeps bothering me. I'm gonna obliviate it. There we go. So all right, so since she is all dolled up Southern style, give her some mascara going. There we go. Feeling that for me. Actually, it should be better shade. What are you doing here? Okay, we're good. Okay, there. Just in case. Cool. Get some color on those nails. Like so. Next week, one of the things I'll be working on, I think, depends on how fast I get it done, is the chapter image for the next chapter of Cosmic Dash. So that'd be a fun opportunity to see how that design process goes, if you're interested. And of course, I'm still doing the pay what you want commissions on the live stream, so also welcome to come in and throw like $5 at me and say like, hey, can you draw this? I'm like, sure. What I'm gonna do here is delete that section. Delete. There we go. Let's get the Other toes going. Cool. Oh yeah, I gotta be careful here because I had all those like little intersecting lines. So careful. So and when zoomed out, you can't really tell. So, okay, alrighty. I guess we are now down to. Let me do something about those buttons. Since they're kind of there, blending in a little bit. Something like that to make them stick out. Then you'll notice that I'm using the pencil tool for all of this. The main reason why that is the case is I draw at such a high resolution, it scales down, it naturally looks sharper. So that's why I do it that way. All right. And then this also is going to require a background, but it's a simple background. I will find something in a few. For now, let's go ahead and turn our attention to shading. So, something's going on with my brush. Oh, that's why. Cool. So, one of my favorite colors to use is this hideous, like garish green, because it allows me to keep track of lines and stuff like that. And then, being the Photoshop master that I am, I can easily replace it when I don't need it anymore. So so when I was working on like my comics and stuff, I would use it. I called it like green screen green, because what I would do is I would like just color the background with it and be like, okay, I can put in some sort of like stock image that I have, or some sort of a gradient or some other simple effect. That's how it worked. And let's gotta make sure the lines are connected. All right, let's there is a method to the madness here, I swear. Sorry, shading is another one of those areas where I kind of get like locked in. So just to show you how this works, and then fill that with color like so. And then there we go. So again, there is a reason why I'm using that like weird green, because it makes it really easy to see where I'm inking stuff for the shadows or what have you. Okay. So, and like I'm personally comfortable with doing these on Friday. But also like if the audience isn't there on Friday because I have a social life, I may have to consider other days. So I don't know. You're on YouTube. Let me know. When would you like to watch a stream like this? You may be the determining factor. Okay. Alrighty. Ah, somewhere in here, the line is cut off. I think we're okay now. Nope. Oh, right there. There we go. Okay. Let's get in there and switch gears real quick. Okay. Where are we at? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep the string going until I'm done with this. It shouldn't be too long past 8, really, because like I'm in a really good spot right now. So yeah, we'll do sicko mode here. Because it's my show and it can go on as long as I care to do it. There. So Alrighty. Yeah, we're getting real close here, so. Okay, take care, Kevin. I will have this to you pretty soon. So thank you for popping in. Everybody make sure they go read The Errant Apprentice. I will be posting a link to it on the YouTube version of this. Again, great stuff. Oh boy, and with Kevin gone, it looks like I will be talking to myself quite a bit. I do apologize. May just lock in for the next few minutes to focus. Oh. All right, see the gap right there. All right, shading check. That actually just tells me it's better. All right, here I think I can switch back to black. So. Cool. But that also makes it harder to see if they're connected. So, yeah, that's the best choice. What? Oh, it was just Photoshop freaking out. That's always a good sign. Shit. Oh, when Photoshop freaks out like that. Ready? Let's fill again. Get the hair going now. Where's the line not connected? There we go. So here. Okay, let's see how Bandy turned out. Actually, let's so. All right, set this to 15 and 25. Okay, that works. Let's go ahead and throw some shadows on her eyes. Yeah. Under the chin here. Face a little bit more structure. Work. Some situation here. Shading, so. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and get the eye shading down. So generally with the way I do eyes, the pupil is kind of like a thing that comes at the end because I just darken the area. So set that to 35. Eyes. All this shade. And if I zoom back, all right. And this is the part where like I just kind of have to go through and manually adjust things and figure out like what's going on here. Like here, I think this whole area is just going to end up being kind of in the shadows anyway. So it's easier just to do it like that. Admittedly, I probably could do some more with like the light source, but I think that's fair. Okay, I think this is looking all right. Yeah, it's a shame Kevin had to go to work because he could have told me. Okay, cool. So now I got to figure out the background situation. All right, so I'm going to go back into my archives here. It's got a ton of different little resources that I've been collecting, so. Okay, interesting. I think I'm going somewhere with this. Do I have bricks? Do I have bricks? Let's see. Tiles. Do I have bricks anywhere? I feel like I've got to have bricks somewhere. Come on, where are you? All these like grunge textures. You think I'd have a good like set of bricks in here? Oh, okay, wooden. Okay, I can work with that. I can work with that. Cool. Alrighty. Bring all these together under one roof. Bandy. All right. First things first, like this wood texture. Transform. Oh. Let me do what I need to do first. All right. Channels. That's weird. I should have been able to get that selection. Image adjustments. Invert image mode. Oh. Okay, sorry. I am being a dummy here. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Isn't it fun to watch me fumble through stuff? Blow you up. Assuming this stuff's probably just painted white. Duplicate. There we go. If you figure out what I'm doing, shout out in the comments. We're going to do a transform. Retransform. Wait. Perspective. Got it there. Filter. And then I'm going old school here, and I am going to just use some filters, make it look kind of like, just the old-fashioned like Photoshop filters. No, not Neuro filters, filter gallery. There we go. It's been a while. All right. This is in the wrong window. Pull it over. Well, all right. There we go. Now people can see what the hell I'm doing. Okay, so let's see, artistic or brushstrokes? Sorry, brushstrokes. No. No, not a fan of either of those. Although I think if I were to make the brushstrokes bigger, well, let's try again. Kind of like this one. See how this one renders out. Okay, that works. Let me go back into my textures and stuff. I think I have some of these in the Cosmic Dash folder. Resources, PSDs and pings. I have. Cool. Cool. Let's go ahead and perspective. Oh, hey, yo, what's going on? Oh. Okay, should have made it bigger. Yeah, you get to see me fumble my way through things in real time. Aren't you excited? All right. There we go. Come on. Oh. All right. Cool. All righty. And now it's just a matter of finding the right shading brush. There we go. And so yeah, it's a little bit of a shortcut, but you know. Some additional. Right, what I do need to do is go in here and delete a little bit of the edging here to grass to climb up over the wood. So here. My signature. Actually, I'm going to have to extend the background here a little bit because I want this to look like a Polaroid. So image. First things first. Polaroid. Am I spelling that right? Text is so small in this interface. Okay, cool. All right, so we're going to do edit, stroke, white, Let's do minute stroke, make it white, and let's go inside. I don't know why I didn't do white. It's okay. Alrighty, image, canvas size. Let's go 3,700. There we go. That looks good. All right. Let's go ahead and delete all these real quick. These are not cool. First effect, let's go ahead and do inner shadow. Stroke is put about 25, 15, 10. Let's get rid of that. No, that should be an outer shadow. My bad. All effects. Okay. My bad. Right. 10, 20. $50 maybe? Okay, that's looking okay. Alrighty, cool. And then I go ahead and go back into my textures. I have something in here that can add a little bit of a Polaroid feel to it, I think. Through. Yeah, let's do that. Over. Okay. Let's see. One has the texture I'm looking for without overpowering it. Okay, yeah. Starting to look good now. And then, oh, yes. Lighting. Some gradients. So we go for reds here. See if I got something that kind of gives us the afternoon feel. All right. Okay. All righty. Back to our filter here. Stroke. Alrighty, and then got to figure out my handwriting here for Bandy. Scroll through all of my different brushes here. Copy quotes. Oh no, that's too transparent. I don't want to fix it, so. Okay, the Inferno brush. I remember those. Those are pretty good. Eesh. There's something wrong with that layer. I like the brush though, so see that. I just have terrible handwriting, so did like how that bee looked though. I think. Sorry, it's going to be like a little bit. Again, just trying to come up with a signature. Oh, hey, someone popped in. Sorry, I've been so focused on illustrating. Hello, Kaz Gesture. It's been a while. All right, Kaz Jester. It's been a while. There we go. Let's see. Things I don't know how good Bandy's handwriting is. Is this whole notion ill-conceived? Okay. Feel like it needs to be just the image needs to be a smidge taller to feel more like a Polaroid. Image, canvas size, 3900. That work. Find out. No, stop. What are you doing? Unfortunately, it's buried a bunch of AI garbage into this program, so do what you got to do. Oh. What's going on? Image size. Oh. Not that. Image Where's cameras? There we go. 3800. Okay. Okay, this is feeling pretty good. Alrighty. I guess it's done. Can't think of much else to add here. Well, let me. A little bit of a thicker stroke there. Looks like she's using a permanent marker. Okay. All right. Yeah, I think that's it for this week. I will see you all next Friday. If you're on YouTube and you're watching this there, please let me know what you think. But otherwise, I appreciate you watching, and I will see you next time.